Greetings. Welcome to 2017. Happy New Year. I want to say well done to everybody who got through 2016 with a smile. Not many of us did. Many of us were challenged to the max. Our plans, our things didn't go right. We're in a state of confusion of where I need to be, what I need to do. Am I happy? 2017 is a year of can do. I can do this. We had a lot of challenges, a lot of crazy waves of intense energy going on in 2016, especially towards the end, of really challenging our belief systems on a collective level and in here, saying, is this what I really want? Am I going the right way? Am I taking the right path? Why are my plans not happening? Why do I keep on getting let down? So 2017 is about I can do. It's about like our belief systems that are crumbling at the moment, of systems out there. It's adopting the ultimate belief system, and that is the belief system in you. I believe in me. That should be the new mantra. I believe I can. Remember those dreams and those plans that we had when we were younger, or even recently, that we say, oh, I wish I could do this. Oh, I wish I was in a job that I loved. I wish. Always wishing as if it's out of reach, as if it's fantasy. I don't have time. I've got responsibilities. I live in the real world. See how we block? We block our own dreams just with our words. I can't do this. I'm not able to do this. We affirm that we can't. So 2017 is a year to adopt this can-do attitude. You are a powerful being. You have the possibility to do and be anything you want to be with the right attitude. It's, again, going in here and believing in yourself and realizing that you can. Those dreams that you had, they are still there. They are still possible, but with the attitude of belief in yourself. Now, we are going through this time, 2017. It's going to be out there. It's going to get crazy. And with these energy waves, we can actually, instead of getting sucked into this pool of madness and confusion and anger and fear and sadness, we can start going within and start actually believing how powerful we are through our thoughts, our words, and our deeds. We can learn to spend more time with ourselves. And people might see this as being selfish in some ways. But in learning to love yourself, there is an aspect of it that might be considered selfishness. But when we are loving ourselves and giving that time and space to be with ourselves, it's actually not selfishness. Because when you truly love yourself and you know yourself fully, you are able to give more freely out there, even with a smile, knowing that everything's fine, that you are helping people. You are being selfless in that act of loving yourself. When we limit ourselves and say, I can't do this, I don't have time, We separate ourselves from the whole. And that is selfishness. We think our bubble is our lives and that's it. We are separate. You don't understand what I'm going through. You don't understand. You don't have responsibilities. It's all about me. It's all about me. But in the wrong way. It should be all about you in a loving way. So 2017 is, again, it's all about I can do this. So those dreams that you had, those things that you wanted to do, those courses you wanted to start, get a piece of paper and write down what it is you want. Do you want to wake up every morning and go to a job that you can't stand? But you think, oh, I have to because I have responsibilities. I've got to do this. We're striving and striving in a world that we don't want to be in. But what are we striving for, people? We're not doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for some other concept that we think we should be in a job that we don't like because that's sacrifice. Absolute dosh. So it's adopting a new way of thinking about yourself. A new pattern of thinking, not of disbelieving that you can do something. Because we constantly affirm that we can't do. Let's switch it around. Switch it around. Have an experiment. See if you affirm that you can do something. See what happens. See what doors open. Get out of your comfort zone and take risks. Taking a risk is scary, but it's beautiful. Because the rewards you get for doing something for you, which in turn is for the greater good, because you are the greater good, you'll see things start working for you. You see things start opening. You see the yes around every corner. It's a slow process and it won't happen like this. But it takes commitment and consistency of reaffirming and creating new neurological pathways to start saying to yourself that I am a powerful being. The more you say something to yourself, the more it becomes reality. And how much do we go on about how we can't do something? We are affirming that we are powerless. So this year, I ask you, and for myself, I'm going through the same thing. I'm trying to slowly change my life to a life that I love, to a job that I love. And all it is rearranging those thoughts, changing those limiting thought patterns, keeping away a little bit more from the television and the news and the newspapers, because these parts of the media are going to be feeding your fear and feeding your disbelief of what you are capable of. So again, we say to come to a still place. Find your spirit in your still space and ask these questions. am I happy? That's a big question. But happiness is a choice, my friends. Anger is a choice. Sadness is a choice. No matter what the situation, we have a choice of how we react. And we either react, which causes lots of craziness and more drama, or we respond. Responding is taking responsibility for one's emotions. So 2017 is about learning to manage our emotions, learning to manage our energies, our energy in motions, emotions. So when we're faced with challenging situations, we know how to respond responsibly instead of react and create more drama. And when we can start doing this from a personal level, this starts to ripple out. It'll ripple out to your family. It'll ripple out. The other thing in 2017 is to find your boundaries. To say no when you mean no. How often do we say yes when we mean no? Just to keep people happy. Or because we feel guilty if we say no. We've got to get rid of that guilt, people. If we want to do something for ourselves, we need to get rid of that guilt. We are not responsible for other people's emotions and other people's belief systems. When you make decisions from the heart of what you truly want and say no when you mean no, and yes when you mean yes, you are contributing to a greater and better whole. So find your boundaries. Say no. If you're not happy in your job, say, right, I'm going to change this. If you're not happy in your relationship, say, that's it. I'm done. Don't be afraid to be alone. You're never alone. Don't be afraid that you don't have the money to survive. When you do things from the heart, things flow, things come, doors open. When you're kind to yourself, the world is even more kinder to you. Give it a try. Namaste. Thank you very much.